So let us start now and give you guys the floor to talk about GOGI and your communities and what GOGI means to you. But let's start with kind of like, how did GOGI even get here? We talk about how did it get on this yard and what did it look like and what did Pelican Bay look like before GOGI was here? Give us the heads up.
I was in RCGP in 2015. My wife mentioned GOGI to the warden. Mr. Lacaso and Ms. Moreno brought me a book. I was still by myself. So they asked me if I would bring it out to the yard. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, this would be a good idea. So I came out, a bunch of us talked, and we got together and we garnered almost 500 signatures of other prisoners that wanted to get involved with GOGI. And that's how it started.
2015.
2015. December 2015, I came out and I was released from RCGP in April, and it was already going.
There was no program at all. GOGI was one of the first programs that we did on. We actually went to each block, each cell with Coach Taylor, and pass out or ask anybody if they were interested. A lot of people give it to us. Ever since then.
Do you remember pushing around the carts?
Yeah, I remember. I kind of got tired. But B helped me, you know. B helped me, you know. A lot of people helped us, you know. We made sure everybody got it. We turned them in, you know, and now look where we at.
Right. Okay, so from that time when you said, yeah, let's take it to the yard, people said yes, we went door to door, knocking on doors, do you want GOGI? Talk to us then what happened. Who got connected with GOGI at that time?
But the thing was, there was a lot of people that wanted to change, they just didn't know how. I mean, that's the only way GOGI came up, is because people were ready to change for the better. And that's how it came. That's how it is the way it is now. They were ready, they were hungry for it.
So a lot of guys here, like we all leaders. And whether we know it or not, we have influence over other people by the things that we do, by the things that we say. So like David here, Dane mentioned David threw the books under his door and he started doing GOGI. So he used his leadership skills to get one person at a time. And we have hundreds of guys that's not here today that's participating in GOGI. And so we all use our leadership skills to get the guys to do something positive. And it started with us. Because they say, hey, look, if he can do it, I can do it as well. And that's what's been going on. And so at this time, I would like to give a shout out to the men that's on the yard, that's not here today. I want to encourage them to continue to do GOGI. And hopefully the next time we have a graduation, they will be here. But don't stop and don't be discouraged because you're not here today.
Who else wants to talk about when they first came aware of GOGI?
Yeah, well, the first time I heard about GOGI is when my friend Mr. Robles over there, he just came out the shoe. I remember he just came out the shoe and he had some of the GOGI books. I didn't know what it was. I remember he was like, oh, some program they got in the shoe. About a couple months later, Richard, our old chaplain that used to run GOGI for us, he's the one that told me about GOGI that already had an AR. So he asked me, do you guys want to bring it over here? Sure. Yeah, let's try to bring it over here. Let's see what GOGI's about. So I personally went around letting people know that we got these new programs coming. Like we got one, it's called GOGI coming over here. Nobody knew what GOGI was. I didn't know what GOGI was. So everybody was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Everybody wanted programs at the time. So we gave the opportunity to GOGI get here, and little by little we started learning what GOGI's about. And GOGI's about providing us tools that help us make better decisions and that could get us in a better path towards our recovery. And so when we come home to our community, which we're doing right now, it's like, this is a community. Pelican Bay is a community. Prisons are communities. It's just communities that not too many people know what really goes on in them. So, and our goal right here is to show the outside community that we're still part of society. We're just in here for now. We made mistakes in our past, and we're correcting ourselves. We're ready to come home. We're ready to be productive again. We're ready to be neighbors. We want to be neighbors. We want to be the helpful neighbors that they deserve. The ones that are there to look out after their homes. Like you said yesterday, I know Coach Carson ain't going to want somebody that's going to go rob her house when she leaves. She's going to want somebody living next to her that is going to look out for her home, make sure that her home's safe while she's away. So that's what we're doing here in public debate right now. We're trying to become those neighbors that people really want out there because we want to be part of those communities. And hopefully, I mean, it might be soon, it might be not soon, but we can't let the hope die. We gotta stay strong and we gotta continue doing it. Thanks to GOGI, GOGI's been helping us to make those changes.
You have something to say?
Yeah, well, my first experience with GOGI was also back in 2015. We had the peace group and we needed a positive curriculum. And the CRM, Robert Lasako at the time, decided and said, I have this thing called GOGI, and we didn't have a curriculum at the time. So when they first brought it to us, everybody was kind of like, what is GOGI? It's getting out by going in. It's a curriculum with positive decision makers that help us get to that path, but also help us be better men than we were before. But it started off when I first met Coach Taylor here. She introduced us and to this GOGI program, and it was a good thing for us because all of us as men there learned how to be more positive on all our decisions that we make as far as in here and being a good neighbor when we get released. And I'm thankful to her for that, and I'm proud of all the guys that's here for being up here and speaking up on the positive things that GOGI brings to us. Thank you.
Ryan Turner, first way that I got introduced to GOGI was I looked on TV and I seen Coach T going around with all the inmates in Pelican Bay with these positive words, positive actions, doing the GOGI groups. And I seen Eli on TV, I seen Mr. Montgomery, David, and I just wanted to be a part of something where people were being productive and being positive and doing something with their time, staying busy constantly. I want to get out my cell more. So I signed up to GOGI through Miss Moreno, and immediately she sent me some books for in sale. So I did the books. I heard that there were groups, but the groups weren't running at the time. Just a few months ago, they said it's going to be a GOGI leadership group. So I immediately wanted to sign up to that, and I've been doing it ever since, learning the tools, participating in the curriculum, spending time with a lot of these fellas up in here, and just getting tools that's helping me better myself for my future to establish a solid foundation. A lot of the gentlemen in here that you see me with, I'm in a lot of groups with them, and a lot of other groups, and we're all in a positive movement. I'm real proud of myself to be here in the ceremony and participate, and I'm proud of every one of them, and especially the guys that just came in and started this a few months ago, and that we're in a rush to get these four assignments done so we can participate in this and show our families that we're in here doing something better with ourselves and trying to be better men and learn from our past mistakes so we can go out there and function and do something positive on our journey once we do make it out there as well as in here. Just be a positive face for the community. GOGI's a good thing. It's a good thing in my life, and I'll continue doing this thing, being a boss of my brain. My favorite tool, it was boss of my brain, but they all coexist with each other, but I like forgive for the simple fact for me to give, I have to keep myself from harm. I have to stay positive, do positive thoughts, be a boss of my brain. So for me to give back to you or give back to anyone, give back to my family, I have to stay focused. I have to stay positive. I have to stay productive. I have to stay disciplinary free. I have to stay on my path so I can, get up out of here sooner than later. Continue my path in the GOGI community. Thank you.
18 months ago, I didn't expect that I'm here with all y'all today. I'm very proud and I feel like I'm moving up because I enjoy GOGI group and GOGI leadership, and I'm very proud myself that here I'm with all y'all today because GOGI guide me the way to live the right way. Stay out of the jungle. Thank you, Coach Taylor, to you all.